Let's be honest, if I were to go through your bathroom right now and look in the cabinets, in the drawers, I probably would find a whole bunch of products, right? Because if you're like most women, we want to look beautiful. We see these beautiful pictures, we see these beautiful people on social media, or maybe we just want to look like we have a little bit of life to us. So we're putting things on our skin, we're putting things on our body so that we will be able to look and feel the way that we want to. And while none of that is bad or wrong in and of itself, what we need to start asking is, what are these products that we're using actually doing to our body? Are we paying attention? Do we even know what's in them and what they can possibly do to us over time? They say that the average woman uses between 5 to 25 products in her day. So maybe you're the simple girl and it's just toothpaste, deodorant, and some shampoo and body wash. Or maybe you're someone who's using a few more products to do your hair and your makeup and your skin and things like that. Either way, we are continually re-exposing ourselves to products and the chemicals that are in them and literally marinating in them throughout our day, right? Well, my name is Lissa Figgins, and it's my mission to help women add health to their life, not only through what they put in their mouth, but also what they put on their skin, because that all matters. Our skin is our largest organ, and being such, it absorbs everything that we put on it. So if we are not being label readers, then we're going to have a lot of issues down the road as we have this continued re-exposure. So recently I watched a new documentary called Toxic Beauty. Definitely need to check that out. If you're using any kind of personal care in your day, if you're using any kind of skincare or cosmetics, or your family is using any of those, this is something that we need to really be paying attention to. And they're saying this issue is just as big as the tobacco industry was years ago, right? Because when it comes down to money, a lot of times companies are doing things for their bottom dollar, not for our benefit. So I wanted to share a few things with you. What's really scary is that a lot of these products contain ingredients that are leading to cancers, that are leading to infertility, that are leading to developmental issues, puberty issues, diseases, all kinds of other things. And we have people that, their entire life has changed simply because of a product that they were using on a daily basis because they trusted and they liked it, or they saw a great commercial and they didn't realize what that was doing to them and their family. It's interesting to note that in the United States, we've only banned 11 ingredients. Compare that to the European Union, where there are about 1,400 ingredients that have been banned because of their effect on the human body and on their health. So we need to make sure that we're watching out for that. Well, shouldn't there be someone in our government watching out for that? The scary thing is that regulation has not been updated since the 1930s, and a lot of chemicals have changed since then, right? The other thing is that we have it's called a post-market regulation system, which means that a company doesn't have to test things until after it's on the market. If there are issues, then they will do the testing. Well, that means that we are just like a whole bunch of science experiments, right? Because they don't know for sure how these products are going to impact people. And it's not until there are multiple issues that they're actually going to start doing something. And even then, this film points out a lot of times they're, number one, not willing to do things, or number two, are doing things that are kind of deceptive, or supplementing or shifting one ingredient that's harmful for another one that's known to be harmful as well. So we really need to be mindful as consumers as to what we're using. And super, super important for men, for not only women, but also for men, for young girls, and because of the products that they're being exposed to now that they weren't available when I was a young girl. And then our kids. I mean, think about how much time your kids have spent in the bathtub, like I said, marinating in those bubbles, right? What's in there? Because all of that is absorbing in their skin. So in this film, Toxic Beauty, there was a young medical student who decided she was going to do a test. So she has 27 products that she uses as part of her daily routine and getting ready. So she did a urine test after using her 27 products. Then she detoxed for a day and didn't use anything, 0 products whatsoever. Felt kind of weird and dingy all day. And then the third day, she went and got clean product alternatives. And the results were staggering, because what they found was that her phthalates were 5 times greater when she was using her 27 products that were part of her routine. And her parabens were 35 times higher. And they're finding that this is being linked to ovarian cancers and breast cancers and a whole lot of other endocrine issues, hormone disruptors, a lot of issues that are not only affecting women, but are also affecting men and children as well. So we really need to make sure that we're being mindful. So what do? Do we just throw it all in the trash? Do we say we're not going to use any personal care and, get rid of toothpaste and deodorant and shampoos and things like that? Hardly. Like I said, it's not wrong or bad to do those things, but there are some things we want to be looking for as label readers to make sure that the products we're using on our body are going to be good for our body. Okay, so the first one is we want to look for things that are vegan certified. Now, that does not mean that you have to stop eating meat in your day, but what that does mean is that there aren't animal byproducts in the products you're putting on your skin. Now, maybe you didn't realize that oftentimes animal byproducts are used as a filler or as a preservative to make it last on a shelf. So if you're looking for something to do on a Friday night, you could look up a rendering plant. See how they use animals that come in from feedlots, from grocery stores, from restaurants, for euthanized animals, animals that have gotten sick, all these different things. They bring them in one place, they grind them down, packaging, ID tags, dog collars, and everything. They boil them, and then that animal fat becomes a really cheap filler. And all those chemicals that are part of that process, all those chemicals and diseases that came with those animals are all a part of that system and that process. And then that's going into our products, and we wonder why we're having issues. So super important you're looking for something that's certified vegan. Another one that you want to be considering as well is something that's certified cruelty-free. Now, a lot of products will say they're cruelty-free, but there really isn't a super strict legal definition of what that means. So when something is certified cruelty-free and they've got that Hopping Bunny logo, that means that the full products haven't been tested on animals, but neither have the individual ingredients by the company that's making the product or by their supplier. In order for companies to mitigate the harmful effects on people, they're testing these products out and these ingredients out on animals first. Now, I'm going to tell you, if it's harmful for an animal, it's probably not something I want to be putting on my body and skin either. So whether you're a proponent or a big animal lover or not, that just shows, a company that doesn't have to feel like they have to test on animals is one that's going to be looking out for consumer safety. And the last one is you want to look for a company that's certified clean. You want one that's not using the parabens and the phthalates and the PABAs and the formaldehyde. Yes, things like talc and tar and coal and all the artificial fragrances and flavors and those types of things, colors that are in so many products that we have. Oftentimes we'll pick up this bottle of a hand wash and it says strawberry, but there's not a single strawberry in there. It's all chemicals to make it smell and look like it's been made with strawberries. So all of those chemicals, again, are toxins in our body, and a toxin is something that's harmful to our body, and our body is going to work to get rid of that. But those toxins, while they're in our body, can then stimulate a lot of these other issues. So making sure that your products are certified vegan, certified cruelty-free, and certified clean is super, super important. So there are things that we can do. We can do our research. We can know brands that are pure, safe, and beneficial. We can teach our kids good habits and how to read labels. And we can find product brands that we trust. So when I learned this information about 10 years ago, that it was just as important what was going on my skin as what was going in my mouth, I knew that I couldn't step in the shower and keep using what I was using. So I made a switch to a brand that I absolutely love because they cover everything in my day. And I know that it is above and beyond even those European standards in what it is that they allow and don't allow in the products. And not only do I look great, but I also feel great as well. So if you're looking for a great product line, shoot me a message. You can even hop over to my website, which is lissafiggins.com. That's LISSAFIGGINS.com. And you can click on Let's Connect. I would love to connect with you, give you a free 15-minute wellness consultation, talk about what you're using right now, talk about the changes you want to make in your skincare products, maybe even in your eating as well. And while you're there, I have a free gift for you. I put together a Healthy Day template, which not only thinks about the things that go on our skin, but also the things that go in our mind and also go in our body. So while you're there, grab your free template with 9 tips for a healthy day. And let's be label readers and make sure we're taking care of ourselves inside and out.